Hey guys, welcome to Card and Sharp. How y'all doing? Good. Going to do something a little different today. Going to review a watch. Yeah, I know it's not cards or sharps, but we like to look at EDC kind of stuff here as well. And this is a watch I picked up about 3 months ago and decided to wear it and try it out real well before I did any kind of review on it or anything like that. And this is a Luminox, Swiss made, and this is model XS.0337. And as far as I find, that's on, there's no like styling name or anything like that to it other than the XS0337. All right. Little background first. For the last 3-4 years, I've been using this one. This is a Samsung Gear. I believe this is maybe a Gear 2, may just be Gear. I can't remember. I've had it so long now. This has been my watch, daily watch for, like I said, last 3, probably close to 4 years. And it works great. As you can see, you can change the face on it. You can go digital or you can do an analog face, whatever. I usually do analog, depending on what information I'm wanting. This one, I liked it because it gives you the steps and all that kind of thing. As far as if you want to keep track of your steps. And got this watch when I had bought a Samsung phone a couple of phones ago. Got a real good deal on this, so I thought, well, I'll give it a try. And you can buy a data plan for it. Basically, it has its own phone number. And we're not really a review on the Samsung watch, but the reason I kind of wanted something different. This one was getting to where I was either going to have to get a new one of these or get something. This one, the battery just will not last a full day anymore. For the first couple of years, I could wear it all day long, every day, and as long as I didn't do a lot on the screen, a lot of extra stuff or anything like that, it would hold a charge for a day. You come home, take it off, put it on the stand, and charge it up, and the next day you're good to go. Well, it's gotten to where it would only go about half a day, and then I'd have to put it on low setting, and then half your functions don't work on that, and it's grayscale and all that, and it's like kind of like, what's the point? So I decided to go watch shopping, and not necessarily wanted another smartwatch since I don't use most of the features on this. It's nice, you get a text, you can look down at your watch instead of grabbing your phone and see what it said. You can answer it on here, but as you can imagine, it's not the easiest thing in the world to do. You can also see other notifications on your phone. You see the weather, that sort of thing, and if you get a phone call, if you leave your phone laying on a desk or something, you go walking off, it starts ringing. You can actually answer the phone on your watch and all that. Handy, but very rarely used it. I think when I first got it, I might have made a couple of phone calls on it just because it's cool. Wanted to look like Dick Tracy. Other than that, usually if I didn't have my phone with me, I wasn't in the mood to take a call anyway, so was not nice to see. Or you could even listen to your messages. I mean, a lot of good stuff about the watch. I mean, made it handy, but replacing it with the same kind of watch, you're looking $250 to $300. So I was wanting to look at what was out there otherwise. And I'd always had my own the Swiss watches, specifically Victorinox, and I had my wife was picking out something at a a jewelry store, and while there, of course, I was looking at watches like I usually do. And I seen this Luminox. I really loved the look of this one, the green background, and the just the way it looked, and the price wasn't too bad. I believe I got this one for about $360, $380, something like that. So tried it out, got them to tell me something about it, and I popped and got that. So this I have been wearing every day since then. One, I love analog. I like just glancing and seeing the time in relation to other time. If it says 12:56, yeah, you know what time it is, and you know when 3 o'clock is going to be a couple hours from now and all that. But I just like an analog face because I can see it. You can kind of visualize the time and all that, and I just like the look of it. It's got nice big numbers for the aged like me. That helps for quickly seeing what time it is. A nice orange second hand for easy to spot when that is. It does have this dial here for you can turn it, and this is for diving. Not that I don't dive, but I had to use it if I'm doing something and I'm kind of wanting to kind of say, hey, I'm in 20 minutes, I'm going to do this, and instead of remembering what time it was 15 minutes ago when I said 20 minutes, I can reset that to where the minute hand is, and then you got your dial here. And the idea behind this is for monitoring your air. So if you got, say, 30 minutes of air, you set your beginning there to your minute hand, and then as you watch your watch, you can see the minute hand come around, and you can tell when your 30 minutes is about up. So that is pretty cool, and that works really nice. It has a nice click to it, and it doesn't move around too freely. This one is good to 100 meters, so that's around 300 feet. That's deeper than I'll ever dive. I do go snorkeling from time to time, and it's nice to have a watch that I don't have to worry about taking off or anything, and I can look at my time underwater and all that, or if I'm at the beach or whatever, I don't have to worry about it. I probably would take it off if I'm playing in the waves or something like that, just because I'm afraid it might get knocked off of me or somehow or something like that. But otherwise, this would be a very good watch for people that don't dive exceptionally deep. Like I said, good for snorkelers and folks like that. You got the date dial. Shows you set it for the date. And this is a thing with Luminox is you got different points on the hours that glow in the dark, and then the hands glow. And then you're also your main dot here on the ring glows. And I'd have to go back and look at something like Tritium or something like that. It's to the point where you do not have to charge it for it to glow. It glows in the dark. You go into a dark area and it's glowing. Whether you've been and you go in the room, turn off the light, 8 hours later you get up, it's still dark in there, it's still glowing. Those glow continuously, and you can easily see what time it is in the dark. It's what they explained to me was, this is of course electric, battery operated. Battery should be good for about 2 years. To get the battery changed, I will have to send it in and have it changed by a Luminox service center because you have to be licensed or something to that effect, because what makes those glow is has some radioactivity to it. So supposedly it doesn't leak any on you, but it could be just a way for them to get 60, 75 bucks out of you for a new battery. But either way, have not had to do that yet. I've only had this 3 months, and it will. The second hand will stop, back up, and go forward every now and then whenever the battery's low. So if you see that doing that, you know the battery's starting to get low and it's time to change out the battery. As far as comfort, I wanted one with a nylon band. I don't like metal band watches, wearing them. I got some I wear for dress up, but otherwise on a daily basis I prefer something like a nylon weave like this. Leather's okay, but leather is not something you want to get in the water, whether you're fishing and you're dipping your hand underwater, or dipping your arm in the water, or you're going snorkeling or diving or anything like that. Leather is not going to do well in those situations, getting wet and all that. So this nylon should hold up well. It's comfortable, and as you can see, it's got a lot of keepers on it, so it's got a lot of band. And I will put it on, and I don't have the biggest wrist in the world, as you can see here. I'm going way up on there, so I get a lot of excess band come out. And on a cheaper watch, I have trimmed them before, but on a watch like this, really would not want to trim it. And as you can see, you can move the keepers around where you have plenty of coverage over the strap, so that it does not hang loose and get to where it catches on things and stuff like that. I mean, and you can move that, right to the edge, right there. You're not going to snag it on things or anything like that. Just feels really, really comfortable. I will forget I have it on, and the watch is very light. And since we like weighing stuff, let's see just what this thing weighs. It is 1.62 ounces, so not a lot of weight at all. Let's just compare it to the gear, and it's 2.29. So this is a heavier watch, and this one you pretty much always knew it was on, but it's it still wasn't that uncomfortable. But this is just and it's not overly thin or anything like that, but it's just a very comfortable watch. And I don't typically sleep in a watch. I keep it on the nightstand, and I can grab it and look at the time. But it's light enough. I think if you are a person that sleeps in a watch, and I know my dad, he always slept his watch on, this would be a nice and light enough, not bulky. And like I said, you can put the keeper around and cover that strap so that you're not catching it as you're tossing and turning and all that. So a lot of things I liked about this. I looked at several and tried them out, and this one was, as far as the looks, the features and everything, this one just was the one I really liked the most. And with Luminox or Victorinox, in those types, you got different levels. You can spend as much nearly as you want to spend, depending on some of the features, and what they got. Some natural crystal. They got some that are more scratch or break resistant as far as the crystals go and all that. So like you can go spend as much money as you want. I think about $300-400 is enough to spend on a watch. So that was about the most I was willing to spend. And I love watches. I have several watches. I collect them and other timepieces, and it's just this was one that I had on my list of things I was wanting, and I finally got the Luminox. Great watch. 3 months. Can't find anything to complain or say I don't like about it. Keeps perfect time, and I still got the gear for. There's instances where I will, for whatever reason, need. I want to like if I'm outside working sometimes, and I don't want to carry my phone around, but I want to see if I'm getting a text, especially during the day when I'm doing work stuff, and I may want to go outside and still be in touch. If my phone rings, I want to know about it or something like that. I'll use this for that. Don't use it for counting steps. Need it really for counting steps anymore. I've wore it for so long, and I know about how much walking I do and how many steps I'm getting on a regular basis anyway. And this comes in this nice case, and you can store it in there if you want to, or you just keep it for packing if you pack it, and not wearing it. And if I decide to wear the watch for a while, then I can put it back in the box, and a lot easier to keep up with the box than would be just a loose watch. But or you can, underneath you get this foam here. Got your receipt, warranty cards, and owner's manual in there. But you could, if you wanted, take all that out and reuse this as something else. That'd be good to store a knife in, or some stuff like that as well. But pretty cool. You expect when you pay that much for a watch to get in a nice storage container for it. Alright guys, that is my EDC watch, and it is, since I've got it, it's been on my wrist every day. What do you guys wear? What's your favorite watches? I've had Timex, Casio, Seiko, Armatron, and all kinds. I've tried different ones and like all of them, but this is just one I had my own that really spoke to me. I'd like to hear what you guys wear, what your favorite watches are, what you think the best values are out there, and let me know. If you enjoy this video, hit that like and subscribe and notification bell, and got new videos coming all the time on all kinds of different stuff. Alright guys, we'll see you next time.